This is a 3-part workout today, starting with part 1, strength. So you want to do 16 drop lunges with 8 on your left foot, 8 on your right foot, and 16 single leg RDLs. Again, 8 on your right, 8 on your left. As always, your first round is no weight. First round is just a warm-up. So do the exercise correctly, but no weight. This week, we're going down in reps. Last week we were at 10. This week we're at 8 on each leg of each exercise. So that means go up a little bit in weight if you feel like you can. Don't make some drastic jump, but you can go up. You can also go up a little bit in height if it's convenient for you. I'm actually doing my drop lunges an inch taller. Also new this week, we are resting exactly 1 minute between each set. And I'm watching Spain play in the World Cup while I'm doing this. That's fine, just make sure you don't lose concentration. Concentrate on doing the exercises correctly. Remember, quality over speed or weight. Remember, on those drop lunges, push down hard on that front leg and drive that knee up. On your single leg deadlifts, you want to feel like the very first part of the movement is your hip going back. Imagine that somebody is behind you, starting the movement by pulling your ankle back. And I am done with that, thank goodness. Now into 8 rounds for time. 10 side lunges plus 2 hops with your right, 10 side lunges plus 2 hops with your left, and then 20 butterfly sit-ups. All right, let's demo the movements. For your side lunges, take a big step to the side, bend at your hip and knee until you touch the ground with the arm on the same side that you're lunging into. You got to touch the ground right in front of your toes. And then you drive as hard as you can off the ground, drive your knee up and hop over a line back and then forth. That's 1 rep. The line can be anything you want. I just threw a band on the ground. You can use a sock. You can put a piece of tape on the ground. I don't care. The key things on this are a big drive. Push off the ground so hard that you bring yourself all the way up to a balanced vertical position before you hop. Why are we doing this? This builds your ability to laterally cut and your leg strength required for doing so. Yes, it's hard. It made my leg sore. Grind through it. The second movement are butterfly sit-ups. They're called that because your legs look like you're doing an old school butterfly stretch. Feet together, knees apart. I highly recommend putting down a mat, a towel, 2 towels, something like that. Trust me, your tailbone will thank you. Okay, to do each movement, you have to, for it to count, touch the ground over the top of your head and touch your shoelaces every single rep. If you don't do that, touch the ground above your head and touch your shoelaces, you did not do a complete sit-up. You cheated. So make sure you're doing that every single rep. Enough talking. Let's get this done. All right. While Spain is playing, I jump first into my 10 lunge plus hop reps on my left, then 10 on my right, and then down for 20 butterfly sit-ups. Did I mention you got to touch the ground above your head? You got to touch your shoelaces every rep. I see people who consistently cheat butterfly sit-ups. Don't do that. Do the full sit-up. Get the benefit from it. Get stronger. All right, that's round 2. Back into lunges and hops. These get progressively harder, but you got to stay with it. All right, I'm going to speed this up and we'll get to the end. And those are my 8 minutes done. And I'm glad because my legs were done and my abs were done. Last part, 7 minutes off the wall. The only difference from what you've done before is after every 5th time off the wall, dribble around a cone, which is just out of frame here. There's no magic to this. Get your reps off the wall. Use both feet. Mix up 1 touch, mix up 2 touch. Most importantly, find an area of weakness where something isn't as good and hammer that. For me, that's my left foot. My between my ankle and hip, they don't quite open up as much as they probably should after all the miles I've put on them. So I struggle with accuracy doing anything with my left. So I did about 3 times as much using my left during the 7 minutes as I did with my right. Find where you're not doing great and hammer that until you are doing great. Get your 7 minutes in and you're done.